Hey everyone, welcome back to Self Expansion Podcast. I'm really excited to talk about a concept today that I think has the power to transform the way we approach life. It's called the abundance mindset. You might have heard this term before, maybe it sounds a little abstract, but today I'm going to break down what it means, why it matters, and how you can start applying it in your life. So, let's jump in. To start, let's define an abundance mindset. An abundance mindset is the belief that there are enough resources, opportunities, and successes for everyone. It's the idea that you don't have to hold on tightly to everything you have because there's plenty out there for you and for everyone else. On the other hand, a scarcity mindset is rooted in the belief that if one person wins, another must lose. Scarcity thinking can cause stress, anxiety, and even resentment because it's always focused on what's missing or what could go wrong. But the good news is that we can shift our thinking toward abundance, which can make us happier and more resilient. Why do we struggle with scarcity thinking in the first place? Well, it's natural. Many of us grew up with a save it for a rainy day mentality, which sometimes translates into a fear of missing out or losing what we have. But today, I want to challenge that and explore how we can choose abundance over scarcity in our daily lives. Let's talk about the how. Shifting from scarcity to abundance doesn't happen overnight, but there are simple steps we can take. One of the most powerful tools is gratitude. I recommend starting a gratitude practice each day. Write down 3 things you're grateful for. This habit shifts your focus from what you lack to what you already have, which is the foundation of an abundance mindset. Another helpful tool is visualization. This might sound a little out there, but hear me out. Visualization is about picturing yourself in the future you want, a future where you're confident, open to opportunities, and thriving. The more you visualize this, the more your mind starts to believe it's possible, opening you up to see opportunities instead of limitations. Personally, mindfulness has also been a game changer for me. Practicing mindfulness helps us catch those negative, scarcity-focused thoughts before they spiral. When I feel myself slipping into a scarcity mindset, like worrying that I'll miss out on a chance or not measuring up to others, I try to take a pause, breathe, and remind myself there's enough to go around. An abundance mindset doesn't just impact us individually, it affects our relationships too. When we see life as a win-win, we become more open, more collaborative, and even more generous with our time and energy. Think about it, if you believe there's enough success and happiness to go around, it's easier to celebrate others' achievements. Instead of seeing others as competition, you start to see them as partners. This shift creates stronger, healthier relationships and opens doors for us to connect more deeply. And when it comes to personal growth, the abundance mindset makes a huge difference. If you're stuck in scarcity thinking, you might hold back from taking risks or pursuing goals because you're afraid of losing. But with an abundance mindset, you start to see challenges as opportunities for growth instead of threats. If you're feeling stuck in scarcity thinking, start with small, achievable steps. You don't have to overhaul your mindset overnight. Just pick one small action, like writing down 3 things you're grateful for every morning. Each of these small steps builds the foundation for an abundance mindset. Now, I think it's inspiring to hear real-life examples of people who've embraced an abundance mindset. One story that comes to mind is Sarah Blakely, the founder of Spanx. If you're familiar with her story, you know she was selling fax machines door to door when she came up with the idea for her product. What's amazing is that she never let a scarcity mindset hold her back. She didn't have experience or funding, but she trusted that her idea had value and believed there was a space for it. And, well, we all know how that turned out. Her story is a great reminder that abundance isn't just about money or resources, it's also about creativity, resilience, and belief in possibility. When we approach life with a mindset of, there's room for my ideas, my dreams, and my growth, amazing things can happen. So, to wrap up, today we've covered what an abundance mindset is, why it's so powerful, and some steps you can take to shift your thinking from scarcity to abundance. Remember, this mindset shift is all about progress, not perfection. Each small step builds toward a more positive, open, and resilient way of thinking. As a takeaway, I encourage you to think about one area of your life where you could embrace an abundance mindset today. Maybe it's in your work, your relationships, or even just how you talk to yourself. Choose abundance and see how it shifts your perspective. Thank you for tuning into Self Podcast. If you enjoyed this episode, please share it with someone who might benefit from a little abundance of inspiration. Don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next time for more personal growth and positivity.